Hello, good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, beautiful people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My name is Robin Emmanuel Uluwafemi. Of course, I am your host for today's program and this edition of the Bomber Breakfast Show. Today, the 11th of March, 2026, promises to bring more fruitfulness on your screen. And I have with me my co-host, my colleagues on the show this morning. I have with me Barrister Pink Egbe. Barrister Pink, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Mr. Biola.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos. I am Barrister Pink Egbe. Welcome to the Bumper Breakfast Show.
Yes, you have Barrister Pink, and she just said, welcome to the Bomber Breakfast Show. A human of many colors, that's what I call it. But then I also have Abiola Ismail in the studio with us this morning. Good morning, Abiola.
Good morning, Rio.
I don't know what you want to see, but I just keep it calm. So something is happening in Nigeria, and I'd just like us to quickly address it. It's about petrol pump price. I've got to realize that they have not been given licenses for independent marketer to get fuel from abroad. So there is less imported fuel in Nigeria as of today since January. And I realized today that Dangote has been producing 92% of Nigerian fuel. The remaining 8%, I think the modulars refineries or the local refineries. So they have not really been time. And I figured that Dangote has been able to meet the needs of Nigerian petrol use per day. He has been doing it. So just yesterday we heard that he slashed the price by 100 naira, and still some places are still selling for 1, 2, or I don't know how much you got
You're
for
right,
it.
you're right.
So now, if Dangote is supplying 92% of Nigerian fuel from January till date, and it slashes his fuel by 100 naira, and majority of filling stations are still selling for 1,200. Are we the problem of ourselves in Nigeria?
We are the problem of ourselves. You're right. Now, look at it. If there is a slight change, upward trend, okay, the fuel is going from 1 naira to 150 kobo. Instantly, you see all of them changing. But if there is a slight change, downward, you now ask them to change. They will now tell you that the engineer is coming to come and change it. That's why you know that we are the problem of ourselves. Dangote announced this yesterday. And before yesterday, it was how much? 993. Then we were already presaging that, okay, the price will go up. And we heard that, okay, 200 naira. And before you know it, all filling stations started changing. Some 1,237 naira, some 1,200, some...
Meanwhile, some of them have fuel.
They have already.
Before.
Yes. That can last them for 1 week or 2 weeks.
So they just decided to jump on abnormal profits.
That is one of the problems we are facing in Nigeria. We are human beings. In fact, we are our problem.
Barrister Pink, what's your take?
As a business person, you cannot just change overnight. I know we want it less, but the person that sold to them this particular amount is changing overnight, and they are only doing business because they want to make profit. I hope you understand. But if you are really, how will I say, sympathetic towards Nigeria, you know you have fuel even when it was even 800 and something.
Exactly.
I think it's high time most of the prominent, I would say, filling station owners that we know to have like tank farms where they can actually store when it's lower, so that when times like this comes, they will still be selling at a normal rate. Because if you have enough at your reservoir and they slash immediately, it's easy for you to adjust compared to somebody that buy weekly. Because before this change we go across board, because when even Dangote reduced the amount, it took 2 weeks before a lot of filling stations started adjusting to the reduction, because they believe they've not covered their capital.
What happened? It took 2 seconds, not 2 minutes.
It's easy to make gain. You know, it's sweet when you make gain, but like my advice, most of these major, like the, I don't want to mention names,
Major marketers.
the major marketers that we know their filling station, they should have a big reservoir, like a farm
So,
center
so, I,
farm.
so don't you think there might be a major disadvantage if you stock it? What if petrol now come lesser than whatever you can think about?
So when I say stock, you might have the one for like 2 months, because these people, they have filling station around, so it's easy to even utilize that for like 3 weeks, but at least have enough so that when there is changes, because I will not lie to you, you know, because of this war that is going on, other countries that are also oil producing, they are also regulating their own. It's not as
no,
much.
it's a global problem.
It's not as much as that. As per yesterday, I was calling some people in the US. It's now $8 per liter. In short,
And you
Nigeria
convert
own.
$8 to
Yeah, the only
$1.
people
Not
that
even
still
use
buy
liter,
fuel
what they
very
use is
cheap
gallon.
is us and Angola. Because I checked Angola's
Price.
yes, their money is three, as in if you divide $1 into 3, so they are still
And
buying.
Angola is oil producing state.
Yeah, so they are still buying for the Angola kwaza for like 328 kwaza in between the money, while we are still on the dollar rate. You understand? Why our neighbors, they are really suffering. Our neighbors are really suffering.
Like Ghana.
Ghana is not even our neighbor, it's Benin. Benin, oh, the CFA is crazy. You understand? So they are even buying, I think, almost 2,000.
No, I know in West Africa, Nigeria is buying the cheapest. food.
Yes.
I know
So
that.
the truth about this whole thing is that
Country.
we are having internal issue. If Dangote is supplying 92%, so we are I would call it 100% reliance
Because
on what we have.
if Dangote is supplying 92%, trust me, Dangote is supplying almost the whole country.
There's sub federal government.
No, because he has the highest number of employment after federal
That's why I'm
government.
saying sub
Yes. If you
federal
remove
government.
Dangote in Nigeria, the unemployment rate that you would see, you will be amazed.
But do you
Because-
know it's not so bad like the way we had it before? Why in 1 week you might not even see any
See,
filling station
you know.
open at least.
I know.
Even if it's
So-
500,
so-
even if it's 1.5, let's have.
That was one of that.
Just to get.
Yes, I think that was
something.
one of the first things the president did.
Yeah.
By removing the fuel subsidy.
Yeah.
The fuel will be expensive, but it won't be scarce.
Yes.
Exactly.
You will get fuel. It will just be expensive. So the only reason why you will see vehicle queuing at the filling station, maybe that filling station is selling at the
50
so-
naira difference.
You
That can
understand?
make a difference.
Yes,
People don't
that's why you
understand.
see people that would fill that filling station, and if you notice, such place will cause traffic. You start seeing there's traffic, until you will get to that filling station. Oh, this is the reason why there's traffic. You wind down. Oga, are they selling for you? He say yes. How much? He say 950. Oh,
Zoom.
park enter. So the more you park enter like this, you will cause another traffic somewhere before you know you block the whole road. But I mean, it's a good one on Dangote. But Abiola is don't you think they are monopolizing the market for Dangote?
No, I don't think so. because
Comparing with, I mean, comparing with NNPCL.
NNPC, yeah. I don't think so. Dangote got license to go
Refine.
into refinery. Boa is also doing the same thing.
Yeah, and
So-
other
so
people
we
too
are still
underground
we are
are
still
also.
anticipating
We are still expecting
Boa.
that.
Yeah.
And I want to believe other people are also coming together to have.
I think this will really make me
That
go-
8%, I don't think is legal. If you ask me.
You know there are local refineries.
Yeah, and that was
have
what
licenses to-
That was-
Senator
all these local
Bembu said
refinery-
when he was an active senator, that they should find a way
Way.
to legalize these people.
Yes.
No, some are legalized. It's those ones that are doing illegal refinery. They are different from the
No,
local.
you know, he
No, what we're saying
mentioned,
is
he made mention of
the-
those illegal
The
boys.
illegal
Yes.
boys.
Call them
Call them
together.
together.
Let them produce. Let's see the kind of
make it,
fuel. You'll be shocked and
modelers that
surprised.
we are talking
That is
about.
better than that. Is that what you want to say? Okay, Barrister.
water
Pink,
and bottled water, is it the
let me
same?
ask you, Barrister Pink, do
Yeah.
you think that the NNPCL are responsible, is responsible enough to handle Nigeria oil administration?
I'm sorry, no.
Why?
The truth about this whole thing is that I don't like people being in power and trying to hold down everybody, right? At the time, even that time the other boss resigned, I was even thinking they shouldn't have 3 bosses. in that panel, so that by the time you make a whole decision holding down a whole country, the other two might, it will be like judges. When you get to Supreme Court, we have different people that will say no, because monopolizing it to just one person, I think it's high time they decentralize it. We don't care where they come
NNPC is
from.
already decentralized.
But
Because
the
we have
bosses,
MD,
knowing that you are handling a
No, we have
company,
MD for downstream, we have MD for upstream,
yeah.
we have MD for exploration, we have MD for, they have different, but
But
all of them.
who has
But
the
they
final
have-
say?
They have a
They
group
have
chief.
group GMD.
I know,
Which is
but
like
the
it. That's what
final
we're talking
say,
That's
is
what
looking-
she's saying, that
That-
final say
They
should not
should
be
also
decided
have
by
three
one
Before,
people
person.
there.
before he comes out to say this is our decision.
They must have had meetings upon
Exactly.
meetings.
Exactly.
About I think is that you are saying Nigeria should have 3 presidents.
no, I'm
No,
not
but-
saying. I'm talking about, because this is, if you are listening
Yeah,
to Dangote,
he is just the spokesperson.
yeah, but if you are listening to Dangote, it doesn't look as if
But you know,
the other people.
but you know the chief executive officer of NNPCL does not even have final say. Number
yes.
one is not a limited
Liability, I know.
Yes.
That's number one. Number two, the president is the minister
Yeah.
of petroleum resources.
Yes.
we hear that one.
You know, so whatever action Ojulari wants to take,
Take.
knowing for the fact that petrol today seems to be like the first,
No,
natural.
before Ojulari, at least I will see some changes from this Ojulari. I'm talking about before even he came.
Malik
Okay.
Kyari
It's,
and
yes, it's
Shana.
looking as if you like, let other people tell me that they have enough to give to you. I can
Yes,
decide
of
not
course,
to give
of
to you.
yes,
It was
sometimes-
looking like
sometimes
that.
the old Nigerian.
Yeah, have you had our sub president shouting, they have not given me? No, because sometimes I told you have to play fair. It's because this guy did not play fair. That was why our guy at the top was dragging him like generator.
Okay, we'll move to the next story. We just need to talk about that because that is the number one trending story in the whole of the country and the entire world today. Everybody's struggling to source for fuel, and in this part of the country, it seems we are so lucky enough to have persons like Dangote, maybe Bua, and some other people that are responsible for making sure that they provide fuel for Nigerians to use. If I thought it's expensive, but is it available? In the past, it will be expensive and it won't be available. But now, the story is gradually changing. But let's see what it will come out of it in the future. Let's go to other story. Indian orders reject Tinubu's envoys over tenure policy. And I've been seeing the news flying on social media that it's less than 2 years to end President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's first tenure, and that is when he's sending ambassador to their country, and they reject it. But in my head, before I read the story, I was like, okay, I mean, are they the one paying the ambassador's salary? So why do they have problem about they might bring ambassador 1 year to end tenure, 6 months to end tenure. So maybe it does not fit in their own policy of their country, or they feel like they might want to have a political gamey or Jimmy something there. But let me take the story before I will ask for your own opinion this morning. So Indian and other yet to be disclosed countries have denied or declined to accept some President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently posted ambassador designates due to diplomatic policies and discourage receiving envoys from administration with less than 2 years remaining in office. High-ranking official in the presidency and the foreign service disclosed on Tuesday that India will carry out diplomat ambassador Muhammad Dahiru has been designated to serve, maintain a standing policy against accepting ambassadors from governments with tenure of less than 2 years remaining. Correspondent gathered that the Asian giant is exercising his discretionary power to turn down the Ministry of Foreign Affairs foreign requests accept Dahiru posted. The development confirmed Australia's exclusive report by the newspapers on February 2026 in which sources revealed that stones were driven for many of Tinubu Ambassador Destiny Gates, who faced prospects of rejection by host countries due to time constraints of tenure. Barrister Pink, let me start with you.
So, I'm eager to speak. So don't blame me. The truth about this thing is that we don't respect people's policy. And even we,
Nigeria?
yes, even we Nigerians. Because the first year of your tenure,
Wait, you mean our government don't respect people's policy?
I will not say
Or
government
we,
before they
because
come.
when we travel out,
Before
we
they come.
obey and we respect
Before they
policies.
come.
Okay.
From the way we speak, they will understand who is not respecting.
Okay.
Before you even enter, in short, that time they even elected him. Before they even swear you, you're supposed to have your list of ambassadors.
Of ministers, that
Yes.
means you're prepared.
And they will be screening. You see that first time they swore you in, they are screening them. We Nigerians were shortchanged because why? Immediately a president is leaving that seat, all ambassadors know that they are being recalled back to their country. So nobody has been an ambassador for us for a long time. It might just be somebody they appoint go and represent Nigeria. Do you know what it is that can happen? Slowing down applications. Who is going to sign for this? Who is going to sign for that? 2 years plus. It's not okay. Sometimes you might be very intelligent, but they say something called efficiency. People are expecting it from a very intelligent person. Efficiency. People have been screaming this thing like, we are the ambassadors. We are the ambassadors. Because we have not been represented. Because if they are sending letters to Nigerian Commission and there's no ambassador there, they're not expecting you to come. But they are just sending it based on courtesy. Let it not be as if we did not invite them. So if this is happening, this will send signal to other presidents to come. You need to be fast when you are dealing with other countries. You know, let me tell you what people don't understand. India is a very particular country. Even their citizens cannot have dual citizenship. It's either you pick that one you want.
And leave us alone.
And leave us alone. And they don't give citizenship because they gave back to you there. It is by heritage. So they hold everything like this. And you can't assume that, oh, this president might win. It's not an assumption. So if you have not read their policy, I'm sorry if we are facing this. But due diligence is important.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister Pink, for that beautiful analysis. I'll go straight to Abiola Ismail. It took a while before the president picked or appoints his ambassadors. Now some countries are rejecting that. That's like insult to us here in Nigeria as the giant of Africa. What's your take?
Well, you will see that it will not be only India that will do this to Nigeria. Others will still come over. But when you look at the list of ambassadors, you can't call them nominees, they are now ambassadors. When you look at the list, some states, some countries will still reject, maybe because of their antecedent, because of what they've done. Because when you go to Facebook and you look at somebody like, don't let me mention names.
We know.
Somebody like this, he talks from two sides of the mouth, say, I know, we don't want this man here. That is one. Another one is due diligence that she mentioned. You are sending somebody to come and represent your country, because ambassadorial post means that you are representative of our country.
Yes.
In that state where you are. So whatever that happens to you happens to 230 million Nigerians that are at home. So whoever that's representing Nigeria must have gone through a lot of screening and all that. Because when the president that you know, you've been declared winner May 29, even before May 29, February, you have 3 months. Now waited till after 2 years. During that period, do we have somebody representing us?
No.
Or do you have a substantial person that will be signing on behalf of Nigeria? So if India can come out to say that, sorry, we don't want a man. Yes, they have the right, because you are living, that is their country. If you like, you can take off your embassy that you don't want to be in, then no problem. You can go to neighboring country. But that's their policy. If you have new president, then give us new person that representing the president or representing the people of the country. I want to believe that India, they have a right, and it's maybe part of their policy.
Okay, yes, just as the president wants Nigerians to respect its policies, and so as well, we have to respect other countries' policies, and because the Indian as a country might even want to, screen or restrain the person you are bringing down to test their integrity, to know. When Reno Mokri was posted to Mexico, I was like, okay.
For the first time when I saw it, I did not pronounce it as Mexico. I said Mexico.
Because I remember that was one of the persons that came on to say our president is a drug lord.
Yeah,
that is it.
And I know that place he has been posted to
Is where the headquarters.
So when you look at
is the headquarters of where the drugs are being
now
made.
to suppose, okay, I am a drug lord. Okay, go there, be our representative. Yes, he has withdrawn the statement, no problem. Go there. Just like what happened to
Bohala.
Bala's own is not withdrawn.
No, Bohala was
It's a
lying.
liar. Caught in a lie.
And now?
Bohala is a disappointment.
He was lying.
Disgraced the
Caught
country.
in a lie.
Accept your words. And like Barrister Pinky said on the table, accept that you said it.
Yes.
In the days when you don't know.
No, and
Because
you are
of
in
the
the opposition
people,
party.
you are in the opposition
and for
party.
you to be able to bring down your continent, you have to say a lot of.
And everything you said, it was what your principal gave you.
Exactly.
And you said it, and you
So,
have ended it
with your
like,
full chest.
It was like I did not say that.
Hey.
And they prayed it for him.
Boo, boo, boo.
I wonder how he would. Well, let's just. I just imagine what he could be feeling, but unfortunately, I can't imagine him very well because I don't think I would have done such. There are times where you just need to say the truth so that everything ends there. Because when you lie, you need another lie to
escalates.
protect that lie.
It
And then
escalates.
you continue as he is like that. He has lost his integrity. Even the white are scared to give him visa, as he is like that, because it's a worldwide cable. Everybody saw it. The whites saw
National
it.
security
is not a
Everybody
small
yeah. Everybody
Jazeera.
saw it.
Have you
And
known
that alone
a lie is a bomb?
Is
A lie is a bomb.
So
it's
I'm
a
sorry,
walking
Bola,
lie.
It's better when the president finished his administration, follow him to wherever he's going and continue to work for him. Unfortunately, nobody would want to work with you. That is how politicians can help you to lose yourself, lose your integrity. Now let's come back to somebody who has worked on the tax reform of the president, and the president feel this person deserves to be more than where he is. And now let's have this conversation. Tinubu seeks Senate confirmation for Oyedele Taiwo as the Minister for State for Finance, and Abe actually focusing on, for Abe, I feel like it's a political compensation for Abe, but I'll get there later. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu asked Senate to screen and confirm Mr. Taiwo Oyedele as the Minister of State for Finance, replacing Dr. Doris Uzoka Anete. This Dr. Doris now, they are giving her another portfolio. That's the third time they are giving her new portfolio in this
because we
administration.
don't want her to leave, we need to keep her.
Mr. President, I'm here.
The president also urged Upper Chamber to confirm the Rivers Southeast Senator Magnus Abe as the chairman of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. My question is, does he really have a knowledge of where it's going,
Good question.
Magnus Abe, or it's just a political compensation? Because he had issues with Wike. After a while, they settled. I think they both supported the president. He was supposed to contest for senator, but I think he stepped down for governor for Fubara. I think he stepped down for Fubara and all. And the next thing we are seeing now is him being the chairman of the Nigerian Upstream, something has to do with petrol.
In politics, there's something we call, in the unity system of government, prime minister and president is a ceremonial president. You can be chairman of a board of trustee of a company.
I don't know anything about it.
And you're just the
I feel like that's one of the reasons why there's
there's
a major setback in
Let's
Nigeria.
give this man something.
And you are giving him one of the most significant position that a professional or a technocrat should be handling. You are giving it to somebody.
See, in fact, when
I don't know. I've not read. Are you trying to see his background?
Yes.
Thank you.
So that was where I was heading to.
Please give me the background.
So the truth about this thing is a lawyer, and why they call most lawyers learned is because there are courses you focus on, right? So you might be focused on 3. Someone like me, I'm focused on press, maritime, and real and non-real properties, right?
Okay.
So from what I'm seeing, maybe during his time in school, he focused on petroleum.
Because it's from the oil processing.
And it's from River State, right? So that was why I said, let me check.
Anyways,
Before I will go and miss Yan.
the subject matter is, to me, and my personal opinion is that I feel like this is a political conversation. It's not the first time that it's happening. It will not be the last time that it will happen. But that is not where I'm even focusing.
well, that's over Taiwo, really.
No, that's why I say that's not where I'm focusing. Now let's focus on somebody who worked and who deserved.
And we saw.
And we saw, right? If Magnus had done some things, maybe rectifying some kind of oil issues in rivers, maybe trying to balance some oil issues in the NDDC or the Niger Delta, then we can say, oh, this man has full knowledge. He can actually balance this. Okay, let's see what he can, because now he would have to work with Ojulari, no matter what.
Yes.
You work with Ojulari,
Sure.
you work with Eniki, what's his name, the Minister for State for Petroleum Resources, that man from Bayelsa. You work with him, and he work directly with the president. So let's see if all these appointments would eventually help you to come back to 600 naira per liter.
Even 200.
No, maybe 350.
I am dreaming at this point.
Okay.
Continue to dream, my sister. Nobody's going to wake you up. I mean,
Bench me.
but then let's talk about Taiwo Oyedele, who the president called a few years ago, maybe like 2.
You see, Taiwo Idele is a taxman.
Yeah.
He works with PricewaterhouseCoopers.
He's a lecturer.
He's a lecturer.
Yes, a lecturer.
And for you to be at that, top
Level.
level at PricewaterhouseCoopers, then you know the principle,
In and out.
you know in and out of tax.
Okay.
Now, when this man was called upon by Mr. President to chair the Presidential Committee on Tax Reform, many of us who covered business were so happy that yes, you picked the right man, and the man has never disappointed us. This man is very cool. That when you meet him, Mr. Taiwo, what is going to happen to informal sector when it comes to tax paying? This man will break it down for you. That you will, in fact, you will see the lecturer in him, the professor in him, talking to you, breaking it down for you to be able to understand. So when it was announced to be the next Minister of State for Finance, the man disturbed it.
Well, so maybe the president, I don't know, is the president trying to dissolve the committee for tax, and so they just move everything
It's just for a
to
while.
the minister? It's
This is the
just-
first time I'm saying this because there are some committee that's been existing in two
not
administrations,
effective.
and they are not effective. They only call you for a particular time. But let me speak about Mr. Taiwo. I've said it before on this table, maybe when Vera was here. He's somebody I know personally. Him and my sister, they worked in PwC, and PwC was not far from law school, so it was easy for me to, I'm always there. But what people don't know about him, that most of the people that wrote ICA, he lectured them during his 22 years. So the guy has been a lecturer in Bonn. You understand? So when they even mentioned him the first time, we were like, not surprised. You don't know, a lecturer, you carry the whole textbook in your head. Over the years, you have been telling different students, same thing. So these are the kind of people I want to be seeing. That is being appointed as a minister. Come on, we are looking for your number.
So we are saying this time we got it right.
We got it right.
Right.
What do you people do say? Square hole?
We got it right by putting the square peg in square hole.
holes, yeah.
But then we are still expecting more results. Today somebody called me on radio, and the person said his salary is 200,000 naira. But they have deducted about I think 17,000 naira for tax.
Huh?
On
Yes. Let me if you are earning 200,000 naira.
that means in a year you are earning 2.4 million.
Exactly. The first 800 will not be taxed. So from the remaining 400 that will be taxed on.
Okay, so I said this thing before
You
that
understand?
there's a timetable
So
for
it's
this.
on that.
No, wait. I want to get something.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said if your salary is 800
800 per annum.
below per annum, you will
No,
not pay tax.
Yes.
Now, this man earns 200,000 per month.
Per month, which
In
is
12 months, that is 2.4
2.4
million.
million. Yes.
So there is no how he can escape tax.
But I want
Well,
to say
sorry,
there
that's
are
what I'm saying now.
exemptions.
The
Your house rent, the first 800 fine,
they
but
will
the
remove
the
first
balance,
800.
your
That
house
will not be
rent
taxed.
receipt, you can present that
Ah.
for it to reduce.
But-
You have
so
to produce
if you
for
can
when you're
produce-
driving your car. If you are driving, all the petrol
And you
receipts.
buy fuel.
So
and you
these
can
are the
present
things
it.
you present. You present.
You withdraw.
So they can't just remove it outrightly 17. That's what I'm trying to say.
So how do people get to understand all of this you have said?
Because there's a lot of teachers out there that are not teaching the right things. There's even a timetable for it where you can measure what and what. The timetable is out there. Even if you even go to PwC website,
So
it's even there.
government deducting this man's money, for example, is that not fraud?
That's what I'm saying. You can't deduct 17,000 outrightly.
It's
Out
not
of 200,000.
that way, out of 400,000, which is the total amount.
No,
That's
200 per
about
per
So
month.
His salary is 200 per month.
And they're
He
not-
said they removed 17,000
From
from
200,000.
200,000.
It's illegal.
How many percent is the tax today? What's the percentage?
Did they even allow him to present
Present,
what?
that's
No, I'm even
what
asking, what's the percentage of tax the government is removing from Nigerian from the salary? Is it 5%? Is it 25%? Is it 10%?
No. They did not reduce it to percentage. You do understand?
So how are they deducting?
They are deducting it if you cannot account for the ones you cannot account for. If you don't understand, if they are saying 800,000, right? So the other ones, how did you spend it?
I'll just
Your
recap.
phone call, if it's pattern that you need to make phone call for your business, you present the receipt, even
To
online.
who?
See, the tax people now,
Yeah,
you
of
must have
course.
been paying tax
Tax
before.
before.
Because even businesses, they will say you should still put 000. You must present something if you are below the amount. So the truth is
I
that
think-
how many people understand this?
I think there is a lot of work for government to do or to communicate, because it looks as if Ogatawo Oyedele, they've not gotten this thing right very well. They might have gotten it
What
right.
about
How the
orientation?
tax.
Those people that are supposed
That's
to
what I'm
push
saying.
this.
That's what I'm saying. No, if at all they work with the National Orientation Agency, it's the push still have to come from. The National Orientation Agency will not push what they don't even understand too. And I kid you
They
not,
can
there
learn
are
from
some
an
people-
advert.
There are some people there in the National Orientation Agency that they don't even understand. As I'm seated here,
Yeah.
my head is scattering. It's like mathematics, and I don't like it. How are you calculating this thing? What is that's what I'm saying? Because if it's God now, I'm giving 10%. If you give me 100,000, I know I dey pay my tithe.
Now that your pastor
10,000.
should give you a receipt for paying that
For
10%.
paying that 10%.
Now we just dey think of the receipt. When it starts,
And that is
Bible no
that
say
one don't
collect
pass.
receipt.
You need a receipt for that your 10%.
Malachi chapter 3 no to say collect receipt when you pay. You understand? I'm just saying it's modernization, civilization that makes us now. So you can now tell I pay 10% because there is no church are not paying taxes until when they go into businesses.
Yes.
That was what Oyedele said.
Yes.
That if church now have a school like Redeem now have Redeemer University, Mountain of Fire, Mountain Top University, Covenant University, they will now tax you
They will
because
tax
now
back.
you have
The
gone
school,
commercial.
Commercial.
They will tax. But for the church, if you let somebody pay 1 billion as a tithes or offering, is gift to the church.
But you individual paying it.
You are
So if
supposed
you are
to collect.
transferring,
You
your
put
narration
it.
should be working
Yes, now we put tithes.
tight.
Most
So
of
you
the time I'm
need
paying my
to
tithe,
keep
right?
that receipt. Do you understand? You need to keep
So
that
you tell
receipt.
government that you pay tithes.
You pay tithe.
Government
This is-
prefer to collect that tithe from you
No,
than for
no,
you to
no.
give
They
it
don't
to
see it
church.
that way.
No, me I am
You
saying.
need narration because it's a gift.
I am saying, in
Yeah.
short, the common sense. You prefer if government is responsible, right? It is more preferable to give government that 10% than to give it to church, because government take care of infrastructures and other things. But church, they just continue. Pastor drive bulletproof cars.
Thumbs up. That's
And
it.
the pastors are protecting themselves with bulletproof cars, and they are giving you sticker. You are covered with the blood of Jesus. Put it at the back of your motor.
Uh-huh.
You got my point.
Yes, now
You just got my point.
And
I didn't want to go
they
there.
deal
I
with
want to go there.
securities.
Yeah.
I know. So, but I'm not trying to, talk against them. I'm just saying it is more knowledgeable that you pay your tax than paying your tithe. A lot of Nigerians are more sincere when it comes to tithe, but they are not sincere when it comes to taxes. Like the numbers of people that are not paying taxes are actually more than people that are paying taxes, because you have number of not civil servants than civil servants. How many are the civil servants in Nigeria?
Sure.
Although they are the blood that runs in the vein of a government, but come to Ikeja. Okay, maybe Ikeja, in short, come to Alausa here, you realize that they will have more people that are not civil servants. Maybe they came to sell markets, the hawkers, they came to office, businessmen and women want to register their businesses, pay for tax and all. You realize that because somebody who is a CEO on his own, by stepping, you are a business person, and then you don't work for government, except if maybe your professions now want to make you work for government before you.
I've done that before, so
You
I know.
understand? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody who sells food is not a civil servant.
No.
They are just what they call them. They
Informal
work
sector,
informal sector. They are more informal sector than the formal sector, and that's what they say, that there are more women in the informal sector than men in the informal sector. I mean, it was a debate during the International Women's Day, anyways. But
That
then,
women should not be paying tax.
I don't know. No, they were just saying they should give them more respect because they are helping the economy more when it comes to the informal sectors and all, a lot of things that they are doing. But that's just another discussion for another. So I heard by Ping that this last International Women's Day is like general, but America and Canada are not involved. Maybe in 2 months, America and Canada will have their own International Women's Day, and the world will still want to celebrate together with
Not only
How
that,
many is
so-
Nigerian celebrating?
Not only that, do we have International Women's Day, International Mother's Day?
Mother's Day.
Mother's
Catholic
Day.
don't follow
Can you see?
to do Mother's
When
Day.
is
Mother's
the
Day with
International
others, because
Mother's Day?
they are the ones, we caused it, we Catholics caused it. We had a date. Everybody followed us. Then all of a sudden we say it's always landing during Lent. During Lent we don't shake body too much. So that the mothers, they can dance, we changed it. So how many do we have? So the truth about this whole thing is that I think we will join India, because some of us are not officially mothers, but we pray to be
Your
one.
love
Brother
for
and
India.
Sisters Day,
Namaste.
Sisters Day, Brothers Day. We should be having such days.
And we have Children's Day, but we don't have Sisters
That
Day.
Children's
We
Day,
don't
is it
have
public
Brothers Day.
holiday? It's public holiday for the children.
Well, it's public holiday for the children. That's why it's there.
Unlike before, during the military era, people stay at home. We
celebrate
we
children.
that are yes, people we that are very intelligent is the one that will wear us socks. We are going to meet governor or the governor of the state. Yes, we wear very long socks.
Okay, because of our time now, because there is Bomber Sports this morning that will be done by Stanley Paul Ekau by 9:30 to 10. So anticipate, there is Bomber Sports. A lot of sport activities happened yesterday, and it was a massive one. And congratulations to Victor Osimhen for defeating the almighty Liverpool in Turkey. I mean, I try not to watch the match because I love Osimhen so much, and I'm a Liverpool fan. So I just want to hear just 7 minutes to the match. They scored against Liverpool, and that was how it all ended from there. Congratulations to Ademola Lookman too. I don't watch the match too, so I don't know if he played or not, but he did not score, and I did not hear any
No
highlight
hat-tricks.
about him. Well, so let's go on a short musical. I see musical break. Yes, it has to be musical break anyways Wednesday, but we'll go on a short break anyways. When we come back, we'll check lucky stories that made it to the front pages of the Nigerian dailies. We'll also check some other stories we've not touched, because trust me, we always have loads of stories to talk about on the Bumble Breakfast Show. This is MITV Plus. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. I just had to raise that voice up just to make sense. Welcome back to the Wednesday edition of the Bomb Breakfast Show on MITV Plus. Well, we're still having conversation. Before we go straight to the newspaper, ASU is dragging something, and Unilag is writing an exam. I don't know how lecturers think, but I just quickly want to take you through a short trip this morning. So, Unilag fought ASU strike, insists exam will hold. Now, the management of the University of Lagos has shaded the varsity chapter of academic staff of Union of University for declaring an industrial action without following due process. And now this is coming from lecturers. Because lecturers are also the ASU member.
I understand.
Yes, ASU Unilag, rising from a congress held on Tuesday, asked lecturers to withdraw their services from Wednesday over what they describe as amputated January and February salary received. The chairman of ASU Unilag, Professor Ido Kende, stated that the lecturers did not receive the full complement of their salaries, consolidated salary structure for academics, consolidated academic tools allowance, and professorial allowance. Kende vowed that the lectures will not hold or resume work until their full salaries are paid. Do you think these guys are selfish?
They are not selfish. If you look at the whole scenario, but one thing I don't like is
They are asking for some kind of allowance that were not paid, that can still be paid, and like
can still be paid till when?
but this is not the first time that they owe them, and meanwhile they can actually let them finish, right? That's what the management of the school is saying.
Yeah.
Let exam hold. Then which one is holding the student down to ransom because of your own salary?
I think it's terrible because I faced it when I was in LASU. Entering 200 level for 1 year, we were preparing for exam. When we did resume? Even when they even resume, quickly, a few weeks, we did our exam. We didn't know that it was 2 years at home. So it's looking like.
You know that year they spend in the house, they are collecting salary.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody gave me a course for 5 years. I stayed 8 years because of strike.
You see, if you have something that you can use to hold on the government, that's what they're trying to do.
So you use the future of the students to hold down the government. Why not resign and go to private university?
Yeah.
And the same management of federal university will now be crying that we don't have enough lecturers.
Are they employing?
Then the federal government will now then understand. Now the federal government is trying to bring medical practitioners back from abroad to this country. Why? Because they feel that they are not well taken care of.
Yes.
They left. Now they've realized they've understand. They now know their value. Now they want to try to bring them back to the country. It will cost them more. You know, when you don't know how to take care of
we now
them.
need to wait until that time.
That's what I'm saying. As a lecturer, as a lecturer or lecturers, their major work is to provide solutions to problems, because lecturers teaching you and helping you to advance in life is providing solutions to future problems. That's why they train doctors, they teach doctors, making them to be the solution provider for next generations to come. Now, what is the best approach? So what's the best approach to ask government for their entitlement without affecting the future of the school?
There's something called
I'm not
picketing.
supporting that, but at the same time, government needs to be sensitive to that plight.
I know, but there's something called picketing. If you know that, it's the Minister of Labour that is supposed to give us this, go to his office, picket around. Press people will be available and you hear it. You have to take it slow. The drastic, let's strike. Let me tell you, there should be circular passed across board. And people should reply to that circular like, look, we are writing exam. So how many people are writing exam that period? So if people quickly conclude before we go on this strike, so that even the students,
yes,
they will not be stranded.
Even if to make the exam 1 week instead of 3 weeks, just finish this exam. It has happened to us when I was in OAU,
Yeah.
and then they rushed us to write the exam. We wrote our exam supposed to like be 2 days, 3 days interval. We wrote exam every
They
day
back to back
for 1 week and all. And I mean, they were even fair in marking.
That's what I wanted to say. They should
knew
be
they
fair in
rushed
marking.
us, but they wanted to finish before going on strike. And I'm wondering why a whole Unilag where people are saying, because I have friends there, I have families there, and I was asking, when will you guys finish your exam? They said next week Friday, but it seemed we want to go on strike. It's just next week Friday. Wait, let them finish. Last class, you will not mark, you will not come to work.
Yeah.
Do you know the kind of damages that will happen if they lock the whole schools? Some schools have zoos. Some schools have some chemical
Like
places
Ibadan.
where you have to
University
open.
of Ibadan.
Yes,
That's their
some
zoo.
have, what's it called? There's more in some other places.
How the monkey will die.
Do you have what's it called? Is it mortuary or whatever? What they call it?
Embalming.
Embalming space.
Yeah.
Anatomy. Those people in anatomy department. And imagine you off your light and you left all those ones coming back. What would happen? So there are many ways.
It's going, right?
There are many ways that we so yes, I realize my said they should be sensitive to their needs because what they are doing, imparting knowledge is the most difficult thing in life. Nothing you want to tell me. A doctor will not become a doctor if there was not a lecturer. Accountant will not become an accountant if there was not a lecturer. So these guys chose not to go and do the work, but to impart the knowledge. Appreciate them.
Nigerian priority is another thing. What is our priority when it comes to education and our health segment? Because if they are paying attention to these two sectors, I don't think we'll be in this.
Anyways, let's quickly check the lucky stories that made it to the front pages of some Nigerian dailies. We are going to do that in the next 5-6 minutes before we sign out, and then sign instantly for a cow for Bumper Sports this morning. I'll be starting with The Guardian this morning. The Guardian banner headline, Party Politics. APC's 31 of 36 states narrows options multi-party contest in 2027 out of 36 states, including Federal Capital Territory. Okay, let's exclude the FCT. APC now has 31 states, and PDP has 2. I know that is Oyo, Abauchi, Abia has 1, Abga 1. That is 4. Which one is the other one? Are you sure PDP don't have 3 for now? Okay, maybe I'll try and do that research later. But APC has 31, and currently they tested their popularity in Abuja in the local council election. APC won 5, PDP won 1. ADC, they were nowhere to be found.
Yes, they come.
All right. Yes, though, there's a picture story there at The Guardian this morning where you see the Nigerian map and the picture of Mr. President. PDP Caretaker Committee celebrates appeal court verdicts validation. The Caretaker Committee are the branch of WIKE, the National Working Committee are the branch of Sheyi Makinde. Banks mandated to activate anti-money laundering system. Africa has highest aviation accidents, IATA declares. Federal government knows names, location of every terrorist. Gumi alleges. I know they must know. They must know. Mid-East crisis. UTAD warns of fresh fiscal pressure on Nigerian orders. Customs intercept undeclared foreign currencies at Kano Airport. Customs seized 13 containers of expired drugs worth 6.38 billion naira at Port. Why?
6.4.
Yes, 6.3. About 6.4. That's bad. Federal government rolls out CNG kits as petrol diesel spending near 3 trillion naira in March. Now let's take a look at the lucky story in the Nation's newspaper this morning.
The Nation. Forbes billionaires list. Dangote leads as Rabiu, Adenuga, Otedola remain on global wealth ranking. ICPC gets court order to detain El Rufai for another 14 days. Federal government suspends fuel import licenses. Another one, executive order 9 to protect federation revenue system. Still on the nation, court verdict. PDP factions maintain different positions. Time to bury the hatchet for party won't field candidates, Saraki cancels. And finally, FCCPC ING partner to protect welfare of Nigerian consumers. That is on page 4 of the nation. That is all.
All right, thank you very much, Barrister Ping, for the Nation's newspaper update. Let's take a look at the Punch.
And from the Punch newspaper, the banner headline here says, PDP governors, Wike camp move to open reconciliation talks. That's after the fallout from the appeal court. And some of the writer here, we have wearing blocks may hold peace talks soon as INEC deadline nears. Saraki, PDP chiefs plan truce, joint caretaker committee ahead of March 31 convention. Governor's camp says court judgment clears path for party reset, rebuilding process. So if you can have this from PDP, maybe the corporation is getting stronger again. Another story from the Punch is Dangote now supplies 92% of petrol as FG pauses import. Federal government waste policy trickle as Middle East war lingers. Now here, India orders reject Tinubu's envoy over tenor policy. Another story on the front page, Gombe deploys 700 forest guard recruits for training in Osun. We have CBN extend anti-money laundering compliance deadline for banks. Anxiety as patient goes missing after leaving Lagos hospital. Lassa Fever kills 99 cases. Lassa Fever kills 99 cases near 2,000. All these are on the front page of the Punch today. You can pick a copy. More.
All right, thank you very much, Abiola Ismail, for the updates on the Punch newspaper. We go straight to the Nigerian Tribune this morning, and the banner headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning, kidnapping, protest in Ondo, Oyo. And writer says 2 dead, 3 abducted as Ayedatiwa vows to crack down kidnappers in Ondo State. Protester cause gridlock on Ibadan, Oyo Road. Police query DPO, detain inspector over protest in Oyo community. Arrest two Nigerians nationals, 30 other suspected bandits. Over unpaid salary. LFA offers drone support to INEC for 2027 election monitoring. Something fish is going down. I mean, the last time, why is the Nigerian Air Force trying to support with drone? They will move around. Don't you think some opposition party or some people might think, oh, they want to use federal power or federal might to pass some things, to move some things in the name of we are going to support you? And I don't think I want to buy that idea. Yes.
Let's see how it goes.
If at all. Let's see how it goes. Well, it smells too fishy to me. Appeal court ruling, PDP faction owed ties to party. It is challenging period for democracy, but we are not bothered. Oyo governor says, bury your differences, no time to get Supreme Court, Saraki advises. Time for unity, reconcile, rebuilding. Natasha says that surging PMS price, federal government orders deployment of 100,000 CNG combustion kits nationwide. One of my problem with our government is the same thing with the problem Nigeria has. If they ask Nigerians to start registering for their data, submit your bio, once they say by next week, if you don't submit, we'll block your account, you'll not be able to withdraw, we'll start rushing. Now, it won't have cost the government anything to have been providing CNG kits in Nigeria. Now that there is a problem, they're now trying to form solution provider. So if you know you can do this thing, imagine they have been doing maybe every 3 months, 100,000 kits CNG, every 3 months. Vehicles are converting. By now that there is problem, we'll probably not feel it that much because lesser people would have been buying fuel to their cars. But this is where we find ourselves. Well, Nigerians, this is the best we can bring to your screen this morning on the Bumper Breakfast Show. First conversation. The second segment, obviously, is the sports segment that will be done by Stanley Paul. But before then, Abiola Ismail, how do you say your goodbye?
Goodbye to Nigerians. See you again.
Thank you very much. Barrister Pink.
I am Barrister Pink. Bye for now.
Thank you very much. Like I said earlier, keep glued to your screen because you will be getting stock sports updates from Stanley Paul Ikao on Bumper Sports this morning. I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For a short, you can call me Real. I'll see you again. It's a bye-bye from 3 of us, but stay tuned because Stanley Paul is on set.
And in game number 66 of the regular season, off we go, gang, on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Heat looking for their